The alarm sounds, jolting you from sleep. Maybe it's earlier than you wish, or maybe you rise before sunrise, a creature of early habits. Before you even glance at your phone or open the curtains, your body has already begun a complex dance, a surge of anticipation that goes entirely unnoticed in the blur between dreams and daylight. Most mornings repeat on autopilot. You slip out of bed, go through motions rehearsed for years, and your hand reaches for whatever comes first: a phone, a glass, the coffee pot, the refrigerator door. But within these first 5 minutes, something invisible yet powerful is happening deep inside you. Your stomach, silent through the night, is now wide awake, ready for its first cue. What you give it in this moment doesn't just fill an empty space. It sets off a chain reaction that echoes far beyond breakfast. This is the moment few people ever think about, the hidden fork in the road you encounter every single day. Yet nearly everyone stumbles past it, missing its real weight. Most people have no idea that this tiny, early decision can shape their clarity, mood, energy, and even how their body ages. What if knowing this could change your entire morning and the rest of your day? There's more at stake than you've ever realized, and the choice is coming before you take your very next step out of bed. Every morning across neighborhoods, cities, and countries, a nearly universal pattern unfolds. The first move is almost ritualistic. A steaming mug of coffee brewed before eyes have even fully opened, a splash of orange juice poured by habit, or perhaps a quick bowl of cereal crowded with bright colors and cartoon mascots. Often, it feels like there's no real choice, just a cultural script we've all been handed. The narrative says coffee wakes you up, juice is healthy, and breakfast cereals are made for energy. You see it on billboards, in television ads, sometimes in the stories that parents tell their children rushing out the door. Maybe you recognize yourself or your loved ones in this scene. But look closer, and the cracks show. Within an hour, the coffee jolt tumbles into anxious jitters or a weird sense of emptiness. The orange juice, stripped of fiber, loads your system with a hit of sugar, sending your blood glucose soaring, then cratering by mid-morning. Cereals promise to fuel your start, but are mostly refined grains and sweeteners in disguise, doing more harm than good. A few hours later, fatigue creeps in, focus slips, and a vague sluggishness settles over your body, even on days when you think you slept well. If you found yourself reaching for a second cup, fighting through foggy thinking, or battling an irritable stomach before lunch, you're not alone. The reality is, this morning autopilot isn't working for us. In fact, it's setting us up for digestive troubles, wild swings in energy, and a cycle that repeats day after day. Here's what you need to know: none of this is inevitable. These common pitfalls are not a requirement of modern life. They're just habits handed down, unexamined for decades. Consider this the invitation to pause, question, and break from patterns that no longer serve you. The science reveals a better, brighter start is truly within reach. Beneath your ribs, while you slept, your stomach was quietly tending to unfinished business. It wasn't idle. Instead, it was working through the final stages of last night's dinner, breaking down proteins, churning acids, ushering nutrients along the digestive assembly line. By morning, your stomach is essentially empty, a high-performance machine idling in neutral, waiting for its first command of the day. After 8 hours of fasting, it's a delicate system recharged but unshielded, remarkably ready yet uniquely vulnerable. Think of your stomach in these first moments as a precision engine left in the chill overnight. The interior components are primed, but only if you start gently. The acid levels inside are at their highest concentration, more potent than lemon juice, designed to destroy harmful bacteria and activate digestive enzymes. The only thing separating this caustic brew from the cells that form your stomach wall is a thin, protective mucus lining, your body's built-in shield, replenished nightly, but at its thinnest right after you wake up. Add to this a hidden element most people ignore: dehydration. As you sleep, you lose half a liter to a liter of water from breath and skin alone, leaving your entire digestive tract a bit like a dry riverbed at dawn. Your enzymes, those biochemical craftsmen, require water to function. Without it, they're like workers with all the tools but none of the power needed to actually build. The lining meant to protect, the acids needed for defense, and the muscles that mix and move food all operate best in a state of gentle readiness, not shock. This narrow window, right after waking, is when your stomach stands at a crossroads. Should you flood it with caffeine, acid, or sugar, you risk overwhelming this delicate machinery, like redlining a cold engine. But if you approach it with awareness, giving it exactly what it needs, you can set off a cascade of benefits that ripple through your energy, immune system, and gut health all day long. What you deliver in these moments is more powerful than most realize. The choreography of your entire metabolism is about to begin. Every morning, your body orchestrates a precisely timed hormonal surge known as the cortisol awakening response. Cortisol, often misunderstood as the stress hormone, is in fact the conductor that mobilizes energy, sharpens focus, and kickstarts your immune system as you rise. Within 30 to 45 minutes of waking, your cortisol levels spike naturally, part of the deep biological script that prepares you to meet the day. But here's where things can go sideways. If, like millions, you immediately reach for coffee, you're adding fuel to a fire already blazing. Caffeine is a proven stimulant of cortisol, stacking an artificial hormone surge on top of the natural one. The quick hit of sugar from juice or pastries only intensifies this effect, sending your system into overdrive when it's already at its peak. Every spike risks suppressing your protective stomach mucus, leaving your gut more exposed precisely when it needs fortification. This isn't just about feeling wired or wound up. When you layer these stressors at once, you disrupt the harmony your digestive system counts on. Instead of setting up your gut for healthy digestion and nutrient absorption, you heighten acidity, weaken your stomach's defenses, and set yourself up for discomfort or even longer-term issues like gastritis or indigestion. The timing of your first sips and bites, then, holds far more power than most people realize. It's not a call to abandon coffee forever or live without the foods you enjoy. Rather, it's about understanding the choreography and learning to move with it, not against it. Choosing when and how you introduce caffeine and sugar can protect the vulnerable transition your gut faces each morning. And while hormones play their part, the next piece of your morning health story is about something even more profound, not what your body makes, but who's living there with you, waiting for their meal. Let's meet your gut's early morning residents. Before you've had a bite, an invisible metropolis inside you stirs awake. Picture your gut as a bustling, unseen city of 38 trillion microbial residents, more cells than stars you'll ever see in the night sky. Each morning, this metropolis waits for the signal that the day is truly beginning. Breakfast. These aren't just passive stowaways. They are builders, teachers, defenders, and even mood stabilizers within your body. Among the most eager are the good citizens, like lactobacillus and bifidobacteria. This way, the initial buzz is followed by a dramatic blood sugar drop, reactive hypoglycemia, which can leave you irritable, tired, or oddly hungry again far ahead of lunchtime. For the thousands of beneficial bacteria in your gut, these foods are a famine. The microbiome's healthiest communities need fibers and complex nutrients, not the empty rush of sweeteners. Meanwhile, the wrong bacteria, those that crave sugar, begin to multiply and edge out the helpful strains, slowly shifting your gut's balance toward inflammation or discomfort. And then there's coffee on an empty stomach, which not only stacks on acidity and spikes cortisol, but leaves your stomach lining even more exposed than it was overnight. By 10 a.m., millions are feeling foggy, tired, or moody, not because sleep failed them, but because their breakfast did. It's a silent epidemic of energy crashes and gut neglect. The good news? A different path is right in front of you, waiting for tomorrow morning. Don't let the old habits steal another day's worth of clarity and energy. If there's one shift that can quietly revolutionize your entire morning, it's giving your stomach exactly what it truly needs first: water and fiber. Water is more than a thirst quencher. Think of it as the long-awaited first rain after a dry season. The hydration that gently reawakens your digestive system, replenishes tissue, and revitalizes the mucus shield protecting your stomach wall from its own powerful acids. A glass or two upon rising acts as a critical buffer, diluting surface acidity without disrupting digestion's core machinery. This simple act has another, often overlooked effect. Rehydrating your digestive tract allows enzymes to reach their full potential, enabling them to break down food with precision and efficiency. Studies even show that starting your day this way leads to smoother gastric emptying, fewer feelings of digestive sluggishness, and improved gut comfort overall. Temperature matters too. Research in gastroenterology journals reveals that warm water, compared to cold, prompts more relaxed muscle contractions in the gut, which eases motility and supports mucus production. Warmth gently encourages your digestive tract's engines to idle up, while cold can briefly constrict blood flow and slow things down. Just as you wouldn't slam a frozen engine into high gear, your gut appreciates a softer start. Now enter fiber, the rare morning hero too often dismissed in favor of quick calories. Soluble fiber, found in foods like oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, and certain fruits, acts like a superfood for your gut bacteria. Unlike simple sugars, which your body absorbs quickly and the bad bacteria feast upon, fiber passes into your gut mostly intact, where it becomes the breakfast of champions for those helpful microbiome residents you met earlier. As they ferment fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation, strengthen the lining of your colon, and even support immune balance. That's not all fiber does. Its unique gel-forming quality slows the absorption of sugars into your bloodstream, preventing the spiking crash that drags your energy down before noon. It keeps your appetite steady, your cravings at bay, and your digestive system running smoothly day after day. These aren't fanciful wellness trends. They're well-documented, biologically sound steps that can transform your mornings. Water and fiber. Simple, overlooked, and more transformative than most realize. Let's walk through the new blueprint, one deliberate step at a time. The same routine that science and experience agree can change not only your gut, but your energy, mood, and cravings for hours to come. You wake, and before anything else, before you scroll, before you brew, pour yourself 300 to 500 milliliters of water, ideally warm or at room temperature. Take it slowly, giving your body space to rehydrate and your gut lining time to renew. This isn't just a ritual. It's your first act of self-support, priming your digestive system for the day's demands. Next, here's where timing transforms everything. Resist the urge for immediate caffeine. Wait at least 30, ideally up to 90 minutes before reaching for coffee or tea. This simple delay allows your natural cortisol rhythm to crest and fall as nature intended, preserving your gut lining and stabilizing your morning energy. Don't see it as a deprivation, but as an alignment with your body's inner clockwork. Now, craft a breakfast centered on prebiotic fiber. Reach for whole oats, add a spoonful of chia or flax seeds, maybe chopped apples or berries. These ingredients don't require complicated recipes or expensive superfood products. They're classic, affordable, and profoundly effective at nourishing both you and those trillions of helpful microbes you host. Once you've set the fiber foundation, add a solid source of protein. Eggs, plain Greek yogurt, or a small serving of cottage cheese all fit the bill, kickstarting muscle repair and keeping blood sugar steady. Top it off, if possible, with a fermented food, yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi. These populate your gut with beneficial bacteria, supporting greater diversity and resilience in your microbiome. This whole routine isn't about costly supplements or elusive brands marketed with promises. It's about tuning into what your body and gut actually crave after their nighttime fast. No powders, no magic drinks, just water, fiber, protein, and living cultures in real food. Picture yourself moving through this new morning, your stomach protected, your energy even, your mind clear, and your gut ecosystem thriving, not just for today, but as a foundation for every day ahead. Consider Maya, a teacher in her mid-50s who, for years, began her days with coffee on an empty stomach and grabbed whatever breakfast she could between taking care of her family. By mid-morning, she often battled brain fog and the nagging ache of heartburn. After hearing about a different approach, she committed to changing just her first hour. On day one, she drank a glass and a half of warm water before touching her phone. She skipped her usual instant coffee, waited 30 minutes, and made a simple bowl of rolled oats with chia seeds and yogurt. The first day felt different. Less jittery, fewer sugar cravings before noon. By the third morning, her digestion had noticeably improved. No more knots in her stomach after breakfast, no mid-morning crash. She drank her coffee with food and felt her focus last into her afternoon lessons. As the week unfolded, Maya found she had more energy for her students and didn't need an afternoon nap just to make it through the day. Her mood steadied. The bloating she'd chalked up to getting older faded, and she noticed she no longer reached for antacids out of habit. Here's the truth. Your body isn't looking to punish you for years of convenience or old routines. It's built to respond quickly. Within days, the gut's villi, enzymes, and microbial residents all begin to shift, signaling transformation at a pace that surprises most people. All it really takes is giving your gut the right start and letting the healing begin, one morning at a time. Every day starts with a handful of small, nearly invisible choices that shape your health further than any single meal or workout ever could. Your gut, and everything it does for your mind, mood, and metabolism, isn't ruled by giant acts of willpower or luck. It's rebuilt, morning by morning, with micro-decisions: water before coffee, fiber before sugar, curiosity before autopilot. This isn't about perfection. It's about noticing the fork in the road each dawn, then moving just one step in a better direction. You don't need to overhaul your life to create real, lasting change. All you need is the consistency to honor your gut's needs before the day sweeps you away. Imagine resetting your digestion, your focus, your energy every sunrise, starting with a single glass of water. Give this a try for just 3 days and see what shifts. If you notice a difference, share it below. Your story could inspire someone else to try, too. Together, we can turn the comment section into a hub for new ideas, support, and real results. Stay tuned for more stories of how simple changes transform real lives. But for now, remember, the hidden power to change how you feel, think, and age is already in your hands. Give your gut what it's truly waiting for, tomorrow morning and every morning after.